Donjazzy, let me talk the Donjazzy issue. There was a year, I think 2 years ago, I put a tweet out. I said I wanted to work with Donjazzy that year. You know, I believe I've been cancelled from the game, from the industry. I believe I've been cancelled. Because if Donjazzy should sing my praises, Donjazzy should want to work with me.
Hoha! Talkam ACD.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to Hoha Podcast. This is the place where we say we talk anyhow as it do. Not they gonna talk we talk straight, direct inside your mind. Welcome back. Thank you very much to all of Naida. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and most especially for those of Naida, they watch us on Facebook. Now they drop nice comments and they tell us, bring this person come, bring that person come, bring them come, and that's how they bring them come. Thank you very much. God bless you. I want to begin the recognize people when we say and then start the building with me, because of course I know they go I'm alone. I always get people around. All right. First of all, I want to recognize my guy. You know, one of our crew member will be legendary KTO in the building. Now clap for you now.
You know that legendary as a literally always shock is everywhere there is legendary. Maybe fella, I don't be you get legendary, but luckily enough the real person we want to talk to we I still discard as legendary.
Yes.
You know. So I won't justify that legendary since we bring legendary. So if one legendary is okay, if you call me legendary because I don't do TV, I don't do media about same time. So people, we promise you, I won't give you the benefit of that too. I will introduce the guest.
Why not?
So that's why I don't want let the cat out of the bag or let the bag out of the cat, whichever one grammatically. But today we promise you it's going to be extremely exciting. It's going to be one of the best episodes you ever had. Let's go there.
All right, then that one at KTO. Ladies and gentlemen, like we tell you now, I'm not going to just waste time. Our guest today, now legend. You know, say inside legends, there is a legend. Just like say inside star D. So our guest today, now legend today. That person will say almost everybody for this country know, and people will say they go born next 20 years, they go still come across him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that full introduction, I present you the one and the only Blackface in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Blackfacenaija.
Yo, my people, have fun now. I want to be here, man. Nice to see you guys. Nice one, man. And I still have a legend. I still try to do my own thing. I still try to put in some work. They give me the title, like saying I want all those things, but then I'm still trying to put in some work, people. I hope you guys are doing fine, and it's great to be here.
Okay, we're going far today. We're going very fast, so we have to do it sharp. Going straight to the point, fast. No waste of time. Now, ideally, normally when someone comes on the show, we ask that, can you tell us about your background? You are not in that category. So tell us about your background now and how it influence your music career. You see, that is taking a notch. Tell us about your background, how we take influence, because when will you go far?
Yeah.
Waste time.
Well, my father was an RSM, you know, in the damn barracks. So, and then when he retired home, he started farming. And we were like the last kids of his own, of his time. So we had to take to the farming, so always going to the farm with him. When there's a holiday, when it's a weekend, sometimes there's no school, we just have to leave school to go to the farm. And from there, and so we cut the grass. And my father liked music. So that for you know, some music way influenced me to say I want to write my own. Now for Bonnie M, now for all those music, we started to spin my mind. I can say, I would like write my own one day. And then I can sit down, think I can write my own. Since I write my first song, I just want to write plenty more. And that's why I'm still here. And that's how it started.
Blackie, first of all, I want to thank God for giving me the privilege to share the same roof with you.
Yeah, God is great.
Yeah, because
to God be the glory.
Yes.
You don't know me, but I know you.
Yeah, it is like
and now you, if I won't be wrong to say now you make me who I be, and I will tell you how it happened. Before, I wanted to be a journalist.
Like me.
Okay, like you.
I'm a journalist.
When I was primary 2, if you ask me what I want to become for life, no, GSS2, I will tell you I want to be a journalist.
Oh, fine.
So when I was in GS2, I have a friend, they call him Emmanuel Azi. Now he give me one tip. At the end, it's one song. Somebody say
Plantation Boys.
So I don't really know who sing that one. I was
we talked about Bonnie.
I was younger at that time. He can't give me the album. He did for cassettes.
Oh.
Now I go play for. I know you turn that listen to. I go play. I know you turn when I hear that. Now after I can't get to hear all Plantation Boys songs. And when I play for us, I go to recite the song. How come they used to the music, like all their songs, I can sing it words afterwards.
As in the Plantation Boys.
Yes.
That's what's up. We have to make it that way for you people to be able to vibe with it.
Yeah. That's why I can't get love for music. I came into entertainment through being a musician.
That's nice.
Deep. Now
I came to entertainment through being a musician. Then, at the point in my life, I was a music producer. I produce songs.
I know that one. That is sharp.
At the point, I can't be content creator. And today we are doing podcasts. This is a segment of my content.
This is content.
You are touching on every segment of life.
That's how, man. If you talk about me, the questions are on the outlook, not the regular question, because I plan and come.
Okay. Shoot.
Because when you go to the outlook,
shoot me like Trump.
When they ask Blackface all those questions, it seems to be a regular question to ask.
Yeah.
Now, some questions are on the action. Now, what think people don't talk about you? We won't confirm for this podcast.
Well, I'm sure what I lie.
Thank you.
Okay, that was the day. That was the day.
Thank you. So, like, if I'm supposed to ask you that question, I will say, what was your story after the breakup from Plantation Boys? Your own personal story to your own solo career.
My story, when I went solo, my first single was Hard Life, 2003. It was, yes. Okay. It was somebody that actually came, a friend of mine, his name is Bobby. Bobby. Bobby, you see Bobby, you're like, what about? So I was actually we all were in Rodman's Groove together. So that was in 1999. 1990, ending 1998, early 99 to ending 90, to ending of 99.
Rodman's Groove, was it different from Golden Tones, Grab the Mic?
Yes, it was different.
Okay.
So while we're doing that, we was part of the crew. So I was in Lekki Beach. I was just chilling. I just did the single. I had hooked up with Marvelous. We had done the single, done the beats. I said I wanted to do it in a big studio. I went to Ikeja, hooked up with Tomolulu, went to Little Fish Studio. I voiced the song there. I paid for the session, voiced the song there, and then we took it from Little Fish Studio because it was so crowded with several artists. So copied the data and took it to Clark Studios. That's where I met Foster Zeno and the rest of them again. And that's how they mixed and mastered the Hard Life. So I was just chilling. After I'd done the mixing, I sent it to the radio. And then Bobby just came and saw me. I was like, what about? I just saw you. They just started playing. They were playing your song now. Wonderful song. Hard Life. I said, hey, they're playing my single. He said, yeah. Is it new? I said, I just released it. He said, wow. He said it was bad. I said, well, and that was how my first single came out. Because I wanted to talk about the plights of the society. I didn't want to just be like, since Fela no day, nobody want to talk again. I had to try to be a voice for my people.
Wow. And the question we say, now it's like, when they direct me the entire question we say I plan to ask you. You'll be one of the people who know say they use your music, talk about the negative things for our society, especially the government.
Yes, that one did.
The likes of you, I'm sorry to mention names, African China, Sabotage, Shochi.
Yeah.
You did in that class where they say they're using our music, they talk about the illness and negative things for society. What thing can happen nowadays is like you not going to talk about anything about what in government they do. You just do as in it's like just face your own life.
Well, when I do the Hard Life, which I get. Check out. I got sabotaged. I got blacklisted. I got taken out from the mainstream A-list artist or whatever. Some people say, they should do an article and they should remove the celebrity tag from Blackfacenaija. We don't know what kind of music he's doing. I said, what you don't understand, you don't understand. I was in my own time, in my own realm, with the music where God they sent to me. I just the vibe they go. And with that the vibe, now waiting I feel. But if I do more of this type of music, say my children don't go to school. Because they don't go invite me for any program. I don't go get nobody. In short, now I don't even get person will be my sponsor or say I advertise for one product. But the people where they advertise for other products, if you see them and you see us, you go the wonder whether we get the deal or be not them. You see, so the sabotage and all the chastising we get because of us saying the truth. The truth is bitter. And the artists will face them.
That's true.
So, but it means they say, don't worry about the messenger. Concentrate on the message.
Yes.
But they're not going to concentrate on the message. So they concentrated on me.
Yeah.
And so, as a result, man no die, man no rotten. Man no go to say, as they be say that they always say, you go do some love song, we go appease to the girls. You go do some hip hop song, we go appease to hip hop heads. You go do some Afrobeat songs. You go do some Amapiano, impossible house piano, or any kind of pianos where you feel get. We go come out away from reality music just to get by. But it doesn't mean as if the mind has gone away from what it has been asked to do or is taxed. You just have to sometimes deviate, diversify.
Thank you.
Okay.
I no verse get to you, no verse. I bet.
Because you have been waiting for this moment.
I don't wait for that. I'm with my legends.
You don't personalize
No verse.
Go ahead.
A legendary Blackface. After you did Hard Life, you still came back on turn and to Good Life. Is it that person threatening you, or why you come back on tell us in a Good Life?
After a good Hard Life where we are need.
Okay, where we need.
A good life where we are need for Naija.
Okay.
Use them good they employ to oversee them Naija. But the first one was Hard Life where they live for Naija. Use them unemployed to oversee them ja. Now let me reverse it. A good life where we all need for Naija. Use them good they employ to oversee them Naija. Naija in Africa. I want to see my people living in harmony. Want to see the farmers making so much money. So you got to turn it. That's what I did because my mind was like, I'm a hard life. What would it is a good life? Definitely I'm going to turn it to a song. And that was just how Good Life came. And thanks to Shehu Kuti for blowing the sax on that song.
Okay, Shehu Kuti was on that
yes,
song.
Good Life, that was featuring Shehu Kuti.
Wow, that was great.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
All right, so let me just put them all together, like migrating or moving from Hard Life to Good Life to the kind of sound you produce now. What are the major, because now everything about this world or this generation has changed. So many things have changed. There's been a rapid change in the way people write songs, people are influenced songs. Can you take us through your process of producing or inventing these songs? Can you take us through the process? What I mean is that, something must have inspired this.
Well, it's random and it's not something that is, you can say this is a process because every minute comes with a different feel of how the music will come. You could be in the evening comes, maybe what music is coming is different. Where you find yourself, if you're close to the river, that feeling. You are in the club, the song is banging, behind that. That feeling. It differs because it's like a footballer. If you find yourself on the left wing, you have to know that you have to bring the ball in this way. Find yourself on the right wing, you have to bring the ball in this way. So once you're a writer and a performer, once you get a rhythm, your mind starts to spin. And so that's why my music is not stereotype. I can't tell you how I do it, but it's basically, I wait for the wind of the music to come. And I'm not in a hurry to run to it. I wait for it to come to me. And that's the reason why I stay that calm, waiting for anything to inspire me, anything that gives me any idea. It could be your cap, give me idea, about Fulani boy, or Fulani up, Fulani boy, trying to head to the top of Fulani boy. Because I just like Fulani, I'm seeing your Fulani cap. Now I'm taking Fulani. So it's just like, this light is on me. I'll be like, where the light is bright, it's my time. I'm going to shine like a beacon in the dark. You know, it's my time. I'm going to let you know, I'm going to let you feel my spark. It's my time. I shine like the light because it's my time. You know, it's just varies depending on where you want to put your mind to. That's why I say it's not stereotype. I can't really tell you. It just comes with the wind of the music.
Okay, Blackie, you know, with time from the beginning, when you guys began, it has evolved. Music in Nigeria has evolved. Initially, it was African hip hop.
So they say it has evolved.
Now we're hearing Afro beats. We are beginning to distinguish. People are putting airs behind there. You know, they are beginning to believe that, okay, they find that Fela did Afro beats. The current generation is doing Afro beats, you know, different, you know. So music has evolved from then. Now, what are those particular involvement or evolution that have happened to your song over time? Or is it still Blackfacenaija that we have known from the days of it's a hard life, or it has also evolved? Because even what the likes of Davido, Whiskey did at the beginning is not what they're doing now. Now they're trying to look at what is happening at TikTok, what is happening at Afrobeats. So have you evolved?
For me, I'm not that type of artist.
Okay.
I'm not the type of artist that look at what people do before I create. I, first of all, like I said, I wait for the wind of the music to come. If the music that is coming to me now is R&B and soul, I must be writing an R&B and soul song. I don't care what you're listening to. I don't care what is on the radio. I don't care what's up in the media or what they're hyping. But what I feel as an artist is not what that other guy is doing. It's not a must I go that route. You understand? That's the reason why I'm like, you know, of course, if I've evolved, yes. If you check my music when I did Ghetto Child, Hard Life, it's totally different from the music I'm doing now. You know, look at my song like, now you didn't make my heart beat, my heart's beating faster, sound by the way you are, you didn't make my heart beat. It's not the same thing I was singing like before, you get the way you did do me.
Yeah.
Of course, every artist has to evolve, but you can't expect me to evolve like another person is evolving. There are different caterpillars of their own. I am my own. I'm going to change at my own time, and I'm going to bring the music that comes to my own head. I can't be worried about what you're singing because there are different genres in the world. If you're singing Afrobeat, doesn't mean I must sing Afrobeat. There's rap music for me to go into. There's R&B, there's dancehall, there's reggae, there's several genres. So I can't be looking at what Davido is doing or what whoever is doing and say I gotta be doing. Instead, they should be looking at what I'm doing because you know I'm ahead of the game.
Sure. Oh, that brings us to this question.
You know, so they gotta be checking me out.
Now that's because we had cause to have Rocksteady and you know, someone on Tribunal. So I want to ask, what has been the major experience with Plantation Boys? Because, okay, maybe I had not asked you the question to tell us your role as a Plantation Boys, but I want to believe everybody knows that. So what have been the major experience with the Plantation Boys and the Tribunal and, okay, how are the latest generation and the way forward? Are we going to have a new music group, or are we going to still have a replica of the Plantation Boys? And I want to take it to the next level because this guy, I know he has some questions that will be so let's do Blackface, Plantation Boys, Blackface.
Plantation Boys, Tribunal. Plantation Boys, like the first album said, it was the beginning. You know, and then where we started, everyone knew how we started. But the difference between Plantation Boys and Tribunal is that I believe when there is a need for a band that will speak for the people, God will send them.
Deep.
Because look at what's going on in our country. Who's going to sing about it? It was the plan of the Plantation Boys for we to sing about the plight of the people. That was the idea from the beginning.
But I don't think any of the album did that.
Of course, some
any of the tracks.
Of course, several tracks.
Okay.
The live was the thing that the money couldn't buy.
Okay. Except for that.
Apart from that one.
The Living Dog is better than any Deadline, except for that.
Still, what was it called? There's still Owogeya. There's still Oklobiam Tete. A different song that was not really was still talking about society, what you're using, how you treat your brother, you know, and all those things were still around the music we were creating. But we couldn't be creating just that. We have to still create music for lovers, music for people that want to chill and relax, music for people that want some little humor. You know, you just have to keep mixing up the ingredients. So the Tribunal and Plantation Boys, that's like I said, when the world needs an artist's voice, God to send them.
Yeah.
So when Plantation Boys broke up, that means there was going to be no voice again for Nigerians to hear. Because who was going to be talking about the plights of the people after Plantation Boys are no more? Definitely not these new cats, because they're not like
interested.
You know, even one of them tried it, but it was a disaster too. And if you know the song I'm saying, I know they all know the song. Like, it was a disaster. Trying where you're not, it's not your field.
Okay.
You know, so the Tribunal came, and people know the song the Tribunals did. You know, Tribunal is what we are. We have Government Banji. We have Hear What I Say. You had songs that was
even ahead of the game was had its own target, it had its own message.
You had Government Banji, you had Golongo, you had they don't want Let We Be, there's Let We Be. You know, we had different the Tribunal What We Are, which is the title of the album. You know, if you hear that, it is still reinstating in the mind of the people that we have been sent to speak the truth and teach the get to youth the life where you got make you now misuse. Don't get confused. What less things not choose. It's still Tribunal. Because after the Plantation Boys went their separate ways and they weren't talking about people anymore or how to be together, the Tribunal had to come up. And that's how I met Rocksteady, Ras, Mike, Madam Spicy, and myself. And so, you know, we don't want to stop, but the other one start.
Sure.
All right. Now, I'll take you back again because, like I told you at the beginning of this program, now, what thing I hear about you, I want to ask you if not true.
Tell me what you hear.
Then, say for Plantation Boys, now you first do your own single when the group still there. Say now you first do your own.
Go solo. Now you first go solo. Well,
no, the group still there. No, sorry, no misquote me.
Okay.
You. They say the group still there intact, but now you first do your own song.
First solo song. Yeah. Yes, I was the first person that did a solo song. And the solo song was not because I was trying to go solo. It was because as the captain of the team, I was defending the team. Because Idris came up with a longo, whatever I was saying. And we even had to put my name Blackface, you the grace, you be the workers in this race. You know, like me, you know, like them, they be my enemy. What are you saying? I said, guys, let's go to the studio. And they did not want to go to the studio.
Okay. All right, did solo.
They didn't want to go to the studio. Two-Face didn't want to go to the studio. Face didn't want to go to the studio. I said, I can't stand by, and this guy is calling us names.
Yes.
Calling us names. So I went to the studio. I called Molulu again. And Rocksteady with my body was by me. We went to the studio. Next thing, what's in the D side here? John Kempsey, one can't taste me, yo. Plus, yo. Can I fit taste me? The Blackface, I'm ahead of the game. And after all these years, I'm still the same. Got a million ways to terminate you if I want to. My Mr. Palace in the alleys, where you gonna run to? The Blackface, I'm ahead of the game. And after all, you know, I didn't do this song.
Difficult for them to quote.
I didn't do this song before I went to go and do I'm ahead of the game. Watch me do my thing. So when I was replying to Idris, I was already telling him the Blackface, I'm ahead of the game. And after all these years, I'm still the same. I got a million ways to snipe you, to trump you if I want to. But my first pal is in the alleys where you're gonna run to. So I had to defend the band. So I went to do a solo song. So that was the reason why they said I was the one that did the first solo single.
Okay.
But I was still part of the band. I never left the band. I was still in the band, but I had to defend the tough for the Plantation.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. The next question I want to ask you.
But you get only getting like what happened for that track. Yeah, my verse 2. God.
Sorry, if you help us recite that.
I try to get, and they find you get a hold of that CD or that MP3. Or like, I remember back in the days you used to hang around the block when it was time for school. You were idle around the clock. They say knowledge is power, which you ain't got. With your bad sister, you must keep my name at your smelly mouth. Tout a piece of shit, that's what you are. Get down on your knees and plead for me to make you a star. And I could write a song or two for you, but Kenny's music won't tell you what you sold. I'm sorry for you. Tout, as in, I was just going on stop at my friend. But it's just a healthy competition. And he made him to bring out his own. And he made me to come out solo. And I did my first solo.
He started it.
And, it's just the thing.
So, like the diss between you and Idris, is he the one that started this or you?
Yeah, I started it.
Okay, you started it.
Yeah, I started it because of what happened at the Rutgers Grove.
Okay.
When they kicked Tetula out of the band. And so Tetula was my friend. So I had to say, man, forget those people, man. We'll do a diss track. Yes, I would do a diss track.
Okay, so you actually started it.
Yeah, I started it because, I didn't like what I saw. I'm going to defend my friend anytime.
Wow.
And musically, I don't have to.
Okay. So, I see you again for podcasts like this. Say, like during that Plantation Boys time, say Kenny's music gave all of you the privilege to come do song or a record deal, but only you no one go. Say now one person the pass back go.
No.
So let me say,
I don't know. People will pass back go for their reasons. Me, the only time where I go Kenny's music was I wanted Kenny's music to sign Marvelous Benji.
Okay.
So I took Marvelous Benji's CD to Kenny's music.
Okay.
But Kenny's music didn't sign Marvelous Benji. Because I brought the CD, they went behind me to sign Marvelous Benji.
That's snitchy.
They said they didn't want to work with him because he was talking about situation of the country. Because situation of the country is on the low side. Anything you did, my brother, you must to bribe. There is war amongst every tribe. That was a bad banger. And I wanted for my friend to make it be everywhere. I mean, I was in a group, so I had to say, man, can you sign this guy now? My guy, you just sign up. But they were like, if it was me I was talking about, they would have been more interested. But I was like, I'm even a more rebel than this guy is saying. So, and that's why I didn't work with Kenny's music. I was still loyal to the Plantation. I didn't want to be the one to sell out. I had to stick to my guns.
Okay. So another question again is on interview like this, Donjazzy gave a kudos to you. Maybe you must have come across the interview or a podcast like this. He said he took his CD to somewhere for someone to listen to at that time, so that they could sign them. Then the person can't hear the CD, can't say, but there's no hit song here now. That was Ian Divanch. In consulting the hit song. So now the person can't go bring Blackface song, Hard Life. In can't play them. As a player, now this is an example of a hit song. So it was trying to give kudos to you that in noting the hit song from.
They showed him what the hit was.
They showed him what a hit was through Blackface song.
So we did that before they came.
Yeah.
And so
somebody can't come and again because say Blackface no get a hit song.
Donjazzy, let me talk the Donjazzy issue. There was a year, I think 2 years ago, I put a tweet out. I said I wanted to work with Donjazzy that year. And many people, I believe I've been cancelled from the game, from the industry. I believe I've been cancelled. Because if Donjazzy should sing my praises, Donjazzy should want to work with me.
Yes.
If Olamide should say he's singing my praises, he should want to work with me. If people love the Plantation Boys, they should like to work with me. If they love the vibes that I created, they should like to work with me. Unless there's a memo that has been passed that nobody should work with Blackfacenaija. And that is what's going to make all these things to come up. So when Donjazzy says, they gave him an example of my sound as a hit, why did he not see me fit to work with me? I met him in South Africa. We were doing freestyle backstage. He knows how spontaneous I was. And I said I wanted to work with him. He knows my fan base. Why did he not want to work with me? Because if I am the source, and they know I know a lot of things about the music business, like I know more now than I know before. So there are some labels that want to sign artists that really don't know much about the business so that they can rip them off. But me, I know. So, they're not going to want to come work with me. And having to say that I set the standard, yes. If I set the standard, why did they cancel me after the standard? Was the standard too high for them to meet up with? And they had to bring the standard down by taking out the Plantation Boys that I had already created with a high standard, or the Blackfacenaija vibe that I had also created with, and going on to another high standard. So if they take me out the game, what standards will you have? You have the standards that virtually everybody can do. And so I'm not signed to Donjazzy. If I'm the one getting all the shows, you think they'll be happy. Or if you think I'm the number one on the chart, you think they'll be happy and they're not making any money from it. This is this is a money-making business. So if I'm not on their team, they're definitely going to find a way to take me out. And that's why the standard of the music industry went like that plane that went to crash in that Malaysian sea. That's why it went like that. And people are complaining and think, although they are good guys, there's some guys with some new vibes, and I'm really feeling them. But to be honest, where I was taking it to, if they didn't cancel me or try to slow my roll, I know where the industry would have been by now.
Okay, Mas, before you enter again. Okay, thank you very much. I want to ask you, this is those days, because it is there for a podcast like this. It talks those days when I did for Plantation Boys, say you chance two-face, say you carry like two babes, and you watched the interview now. You carry
I heard it, I watched it.
Okay, you heard it.
Yeah, I heard him say it while I watched it.
Okay, say you carry two babes, enter inside room, then you go chance two-face will go outside. Then you go the inside house. So now people don't talk about that. No confirm.
You say my guy Idris said.
I like to say
there's nothing. Yes, there's no story that will not have a little sugar coating, just to add a little spice to it. I think he was trying to add that spice. And I also want to correct his statement. There's one statement he made. He said, "When the Rothman's groove, I saw what Blackface did to Two-Face." I think he wanted to say, "I saw what Blackface did for Two-Face," not did to, did for. So for and to
was the wrong information.
Then if we are on the Rockman's groove, and then I have fans who are around me, and I have two girls. Maybe I'm only two girls, and I'm sure because the girls, they love me, and I'm going with the girls, and my friend Two-Face is there. It's basically to be like, my friend Two-Face, the way he is, he's someone that is very, very comical and very funny, lively guy.
Wow.
But I don't really know how his mindset is in 2024. But then it's someone that would have said, wow, your hand full, you won't carry 2 buckets. Give me one, my help you carry for head. You go be say, give her one of the chicks. Then the one where I feel say the less finer, or the one where I know to get. I go say, guy, I'm gonna go relate. That's just how it was. And funny enough, I believe that didn't happen.
Okay.
Because
you don't remember.
I don't remember. During the Rothman's groove, I had a girlfriend on the team. I had a girl on the team, like the Rothman's staff. I had a girl on the team. So we were having so it was going to be difficult for me to be carrying girls because I had a girl on the team. So I think that was just an additional story that he just cropped up just to say he wanted to defend his label colleague.
Okay.
Just a little
spice.
But that's not what happened. Even the figure he said that they paid us, it's not true. So I know he was just adding spice. That's Idris for you. It doesn't mean any harm, but he's just trying to add some spice. He's definitely like a storyteller who just add a little spice. It doesn't mean as if he means anything, And Two-Face knows that too. He knows what Idris said was really not
true.
Was not really true. Yes.
So let's look at from the past now. What is your most regrettable moment? Something that if you had your way, you would take it back. Maybe the breakup of the Plantation Boy or the not availability of the tribunal. What is that moment?
If I had my way,
I had your way, like
if I had
probably
my
won't happen
way,
again. Yeah.
I would have gone back to 1996. And when I go back to that 1996 that we're coming to Lagos, I would have signed Two-Face and Face for life. Even if they say good morning, it belongs to me. I don't know that you get me. Even if they say hello,
You have signed it.
I would have signed them. I would have easily signed them. Because right now, the fans are craving for them to come back to the stage and nobody is seeing them. That would have been part of their contract. Unless they say, I don't know that you get me. So there's a way I would have done it. I would have gone back and I would have straightened it up. I would have straightened all the things that I did not know before. I would have made sure that nobody can jump ship. But now, I did not do those from the beginning because I wanted everybody to be in the band with their free will, not binded by a document, but with your free will and your desire to be the best you can be under a particular band. And if you are under a band, the band is your major priority. You want the band to be the best. You are a single singer or a single writer, performer, but together as a team, you can't beat that. So you have to push that name. So if I'd known, I would have said, this is what it's going to be, this is what it's going to be, but then I can't go back.
Okay, I'll put this question. I was in a show done by Benga Denka, I think years back. So I want to interview one of your members of the team, which is Face.
Okay.
And he said I shouldn't ask him about Plantation Boys. Anything about Plantation Boys. Why do you think stuff like that? I was in my crew.
Wow, he said you should ask me about Plantation Boys. Well, like I told you people, I think there's an agenda. There's a way that they are trying to run this business. So that they say, don't talk about Plantation Boys. The more you don't talk about Plantation Boys, the more you're not going to talk about Blackface. Don't talk about Plantation Boys. That's cancelling the band.
He didn't say I shouldn't talk about Blackface.
No, it's Plantation Boys. That's cancelling the band. That's cancelling the band.
That's the way you talk about Plantation Boys.
That's what I'm saying. If I say you shouldn't ask me about Plantation Boys, that means I don't want anybody to know. I want to keep history out of people's mind.
Maybe he wants me to ask him about his own personal.
I understand, but there's no way they'll be asking you about your personal without asking you where you're coming from. It's always going to go hand in hand, unless you're trying to delete history. Unless you're trying to delete history. Because how are you going to say nobody should ask me where I used to live in Festac 201 Road? How can you say nobody should ask me that? Nobody should ask me about Two-Face. Why are you not going to ask me about him? I tell you what I know, I tell you what I don't. So Plantation Boys, I tell you what I know. I'm not going to mince words like try to be. So sometimes maybe when you ask Face that kind of person and he doesn't want to say, because if he's saying the truth, you're going to know what's really going on. So they're going to keep quiet because they don't want you to know. And that is just like cancelling the group, in my opinion.
But you said you made him who he is in a podcast like this.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. How can you?
I put him in the Plantation Boys. I put him in the band. I took him to his first karaoke competition. I took him there. I paid for it. He was a winner. I knew he was going to win. I insisted for him to join the band. I gave him his name. I made sure he joined our band. And I made sure I was by his side, even when the band and everybody in the band did not want him to be part of the band. So, how did he get his name? Apart from the lyrical urge he had when he was in Festac. It was me.
I like to ask you this question. I like to ask you this question as there's this political journalist that asks questions. By the way, I put it to you. You said it would be wrong to ask you, for anybody to say he doesn't want to ask you about Two-Face. Now, I want to ask you, as at the last time I checked, Two-Face's manager still remain Efe Omori. Now, I want to ask you.
They parted with this one.
Okay. Now, but he's still a part of Two-Face's. Because I don't want to believe that's the reason why you stop with Two-Face.
I don't know history of future. Or is it history?
Okay, history what I want to ask now specifically is that you have settled with Two-Face is right. That's put in public way. Have you settled even with Efe and have you Because I believe you've forgiven Two-Face as a person and forgiven everybody that releases. Have you forgiven Ife himself too? I want to know if the forgiveness is general and it's from your mind.
I really don't know Ife Omorigbe that well.
Okay.
To worry about what he thinks. I really don't know him that well. I only worry
because the last time I spoke with him and he was not happy about the song you did. There was a single you did one time that he pointed out to me that you were referring to him. So that's why I say.
So him.
Yes. And when I played the song, I tend to believe that. So I want to
What
ask,
was the song?
It was a diss track for Two-Face. I don't want to.
A diss track. Well, yeah, you were your manager.
Thank you. Now, after that, you have come to forgive Two-Face, or you have come to reckon with Two-Face. Does that apply to Ife and every other person that you were angry with at the time you did that song?
There's something you need to understand. Number one, Yabis night is Yabis night. Nobody should take Yabis too serious.
Okay.
If I yab you like I have a big head, it doesn't really mean you have a big head. It's just Yabis.
Okay.
And the music comes with Yabis. I feel Yabis say your leg will be like saying, nah, it don't mean anything. It's Yabis. You look for another one to yab me back. You understand? But it doesn't mean that when it's time for you to say the truth, you start to dodge and say negative thing about the person. Because me, even the fact that I diss some persons, I still have respect for them. But just like boxers, me and you can fight, but in the long run, we shake hands. Sure. And there's respect.
Most likely after the fight.
You understand? So you asking me if I forgive Ife Omorigbe. That's why I say I don't know him that well.
As if you withdrew everything you said in that song.
I don't know him that well. Because it happens in the industry where they say, we want to bring somebody to this show, and the person will say, if so person is coming, I'm not coming. If so person is coming, I'm not coming. There have been several times where they've said they wanted me to come to an event, and persons like Ife have also said, if Blackface is coming, they're not coming. And so I really don't
have proofs of this.
But there are people that can testify to this.
Okay.
If they want the testimony, there are people that can testify to this.
That.
But we're not dragging we wanted to find out who got facts, because unless we're going to the law court, and like I said, I don't want to take Two-Face to court
any longer.
I didn't want to take him to court before. The only thing I just said is they should give me my credit the proper way, and they shouldn't tamper with my music. That was just all I said. I never take a go court before.
But you not carry go court now.
They don't take
you were the one that took it. I thought you took him.
Sued me. No, I didn't sue them.
Okay. I think that's clear.
That's why I thought they should come, talk to me. What is the problem? Let's arrange it and come to a clean slate. I don't have a problem, but it's like maybe the beef was making people talk about them and talk about me. And those are the moment that you they talk about, making them me and you they talk about. So in the long run, maybe me and you they talk about. Once people are going to the media and talking, it will be me and you they talk about.
Okay,
so did I feel like did I answer that question?
Yeah.
So you say if I'm forgiving Ife,
just
I really don't care about Ife. To be honest.
So that means you've not forgiven.
I don't care about what Ife thinks, or I don't even have no thoughts. Forgive or not forgive Ife. I don't have no thoughts towards that. I don't even think about it. But Two-Face is my brother, my friend. I've forgiven him long time.
Ife is my friend though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm asking.
He's your friend, but I don't know him that well.
1,005 naira. Bling bling with some boys in the wear. Them start to the party. Yo, this is the Prince of Bayelsa, the dancer king, Madam Spicy there. So, and you are onto Hoha podcast. Keep watching. Boom, boom, boom.
Hoha. Tokam ACB.
I was with Rianti on Saturday. I gave him an open interview in Ajegule.
Okay, Ryan,
one of your boys.
Okay.
He said that of a recent that the credit has been given to you of the African Queen music. That he checks Spotify and he saw that African Queen by Two-Face, stuff like that.
I have to get my song back. It's my song. I give it to him to do it. I give him the permission to sing it.
No.
So if I give permission to sing it and you don't give me the credits, I will collect my team back.
Okay.
But he has one that he did for his version. which is the one he did with OJB. I'm giving him 50% of that. He has 50% of that.
Okay.
But there's one I did by myself that those OJB's lyrics are not inside.
Okay.
That one I have 100% of that.
Okay. So now we have 2 African queens.
Yes, you have 2 African queens.
So that's for the Blackface.
We even have 3, because
3.
there's an African queen now that I did in French.
Oh.
Translated it to French.
You sang it.
I featured my friend Ras Mike.
Okay, Ras Mike.
Yes.
He speaks French.
He speaks French.
Wow.
So it's out there. You can go check it.
Nice.
So it's African queen featuring
That's
Ras
why it was
Mike.
part of the tribal.
Maybe I go listen to.
Still.
Maybe I go listen to African Queen, the French version after this podcast.
Featuring Ras.
Featuring Ras.
Finally.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I want you to tell us what next, what we should be expecting, because with all this you have said today, there's so many people that are still, looking forward. Because for me, you have told me, I have found that there is still more to come, because I asked some questions and what you've said is there is more to come. What should we be expecting else from Blackface, and what is your percentage of assurance that this is going to break even? This is probably going to be bigger than the Plantation Boys or Tribuna or whatever it is. You have to let us know this is what you're expecting and this is your rating of it. I'm racking it 90%.
Yeah. First of all, what you guys should be expecting is basically Loud House Entertainment. What will be coming out from that stable? Because right now, we have some artists on the stable who are preparing their music. We have some artists that have their music out already, signed to the label. Distribution and publishing deals, management deals as well. So I want you guys to expect what's coming from the label, because we're about to sign somebody again. And he's going to be one of the hottest rappers to come out of Nigeria.
Rapper, you say?
Yes, and his name is Lucky Savage. And you guys get ready for Lucky Savage.
Lucky Savage.
Yes. And then we're going to finish the paperwork and get his records ready. We're already on that. And Rocksteady Raheem has his single out, Pray. Raheem has his single out, Pray, featuring myself. And Ras Mike has his single out, No Diggity, featuring myself and Rocksteady Raheem. He also has his new single, All Night.
Rocksteady Raheem, is it 2 person or someone else that's Rocksteady?
That's Rocksteady Raheem. That's his name.
That's full name. Okay.
Yeah, Rocksteady Raheem. Then you have All Night by Ras Mike is also out there. You guys can go check it out. You also have Want You Back by V5 is out there. V5 is one of our artists on Loud House Entertainment. Soulful singer, very, 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 very creative guy. And his works have been on hold because of some things that we've been going through, but we're still going to get around to finalize that project for people to really understand what Project V5 is all about and the singer V5. You understand? And then the Skinny Rose Gara featuring Freedom Blaze and myself is also out there. And then there's several songs that you're going to find from the stable of Loud House Entertainment. You're going to find Plantation Boys as well, because the Plantation Boys is also signed to Loud House Entertainment. We have a new album that is going to come out. It's called The Return. We have some singles, Ife. We have some singles like The One. And we have some new singles, Excuse Me, Miss, that's going to come out very soon, featuring BUK and featuring some other persons. And Nelson Brown is working on a project with Eden. So you know that a lot of things are going to come out. And then there's Tipo Acoustic, who's coming out with his new single called German Gate. And you guys get ready because German Gate is going to come out. You guys are going to feel it. And there are different songs that we're going to bring out from the stable.
Okay, like moving forward, I see you for face show, like this thing. What's the name of his show?
Legendary shows. I go to support them. I go to support them.
So how was it now? Like after some time again, like having some time, because in the Abuja version, I saw you on face singing on stage, like doing a duet on stage.
Yeah, well, still performing the Plantation Boys.
Yes. I beg, I go sing for us. So,
that one no be problem. Well, stay dead, and then people were surprised that there was no Two-Face with us.
In the Abuja, Two-Face come the Abuja.
I did see him.
Okay, but for Lagos one, I was there. I saw you were there.
But me and Face did perform Plantation Boys.
Yeah,
in Lagos soon.
Yeah, when I don't perform on stage.
No, we did perform the Plantation Boys songs.
But in Abuja.
When Two-Face was in Lagos, we did perform the Plantation Boys too.
Okay.
But in Abuja, me and Face performed the Plantation Boys sound.
I watched that on TV.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, I guess it's all about, I don't know what is going on, but I believe that there's an agenda, but they say enemy plan and enemy fail.
Okay, like you sang a song like that.
Yes.
Enemy plan, enemy fail. And again, but like this question we say now for the beginning of the book, I'm going to ask you. I surprised for San Sultan, in show after. What did they call him?
Yeah, it's a small show after he died.
They can do like procession or whatever.
Thank you. I saw you guys on stage 3 of Nana sing. Like, did you guys react before I did that music? Because the team flew. You know, like as the harmony just came in, you know, Two-Face, Blackface, Face just joined voice together. Everywhere scatter again. You know, that memory just come again. Wow.
It was fresh.
Did you people rehearse that song? As when I meet rehearse that, you know, I just call myself say,
me, I know say I don't rehearse with them, but I don't know whether they rehearse on their own because they had plans to perform and I did not know.
The both of them?
Yes, I did not know.
Okay. And
I wasn't even in the picture. I only just went because I was like, oh my, it's Sultan's night, let's just go out. You know, and it was strictly by invitation. So maybe going there would have been stopped at the gate or something if they didn't want me to come in because I wasn't sending any invitation. But you know how it is, Plantation Boys. There's a reason why these guys came together in the first place.
Yeah.
Professionalism. They have the vocals. You can wake them and they can sing just like that. So even if we don't rehearse for like 2-3 years, once we come on stage, everybody knows their role.
Yes.
Everybody knows their role. But it is we didn't rehearse. I didn't rehearse with them, so. You know, so we are that spontaneous. But maybe there was rehearsal, maybe there would have been interswitching. Maybe this one's voice not too feeling good, so the other person can take this part, you can switch to this part, your voice be better on this side. That's just how it was supposed to be. But we didn't have the rehearsals, so we just on the stage. And I don't like to be on the stage like that. But they always get me to be on the stage without rehearsals. And I don't like it. So we didn't rehearse on that day. It was impromptu. I didn't know I was going to be on that stage. There was nothing that was planned. But I don't know if they planned it. But me was not aware.
But how about the song? Who wrote the song now? Because
the song is another side of existence. It's one of Plantation Boys song. And that song was written by myself and Two-Face those times. And it was basically, you know, Two-Face came up with the idea and had the melody and all that. Came up with the write-up and put the lyrics to be, you know. And we just had to have songs like that, so that songs that fit in with occasions that, you know, it's inevitable that people are going to die.
Yes.
So you have to write songs like that when you miss people.
Yes.
And that's how Plantation Boys used to operate. Write songs based on what can be, based on what we expect. You understand. And so that's how that song was and came out.
Nice song. I enjoyed that. Even today on YouTube, like even before you come, when I went on YouTube, I typed Blackface and I saw there was
okay.
YouTube pop up the stage. It's all over YouTube, you know, even till today. So in this our next segment, we're going to talk about the industry. I'm going to compare the industry now to those days. Like in one of your interviews, you said like most of the songs I don't get morals. And true, those days, I started like 2004. Where I begin to get passion for music. I don't know. So those the people who write songs. Yes, yesterday. Now I begin to get passion for music. Those the people they write song for house. They will go studio. They will go sing. You know, if they do studio, then they'll produce beats for them according to the song. They never do everything. But these days, person will just go studio with a beat. I bet producer let me find one beat there.
Yeah, then you sing to the beat. Yeah,
you sing to the beat. Now. Is that the reason why some of our songs now they get morals? Because we also song from beginning to end, I don't the beat you enjoy. You don't get one word where you carry go out. Thank
you, because most of the people there, when they come to do all those things, they forget their education when they want to do their music. They will just forget them. So, because if you get your education, you'll get plenty lyrics. You get lyrics, you know about your rhymes, you know about your similes, you know about your metaphors, you know how to use them. But most of these people now, they jump some of these classes. So as they jump the classes, they go jump the production and the writing ethics of making a song. So just give me beats, like talk anything on top. They There was one again outside, someone say Masha, from beginning to the end, Masha. I'm like, wow, this one is dope. What's going on? It didn't used to be like that.
It's trash.
So you even need to start to understand that. Understand the rudiments of how to write songs. Hang around with singers and writers if you want to learn that craft. And study, learn.
It's true.
I have like some people that live with me and I'm teaching them the rudiments of the music. When I was telling them this is what, before they were not understanding. Until now they're like, okay, I don't really understand now. Like, yeah, it's gonna take time.
I never really see you they collaborate with this like with these new cats now. Like your
they don't say they don't work with me now. You know, they understand.
Okay, if
that's why I say
which one would you have preferred?
They will not want to work with you.
Like they come.
They cancel you, don't work with you. Nobody will work with you.
They come. Sorry, Blackface. It is possible for somebody to tell Two-Face not to work with Blackface.
Yes.
Tell them not to tell everybody.
Yes.
Tell Fireboy.
Yes.
Let's assume that's a conspiracy.
Yes.
Let's assume that's a conspiracy. But okay, let's put that conspiracy aside. If you will choose, which of them would you love to work with? Which of this younger generation? Let's leave the Two-Faces out of it.
If you wish.
There's only one boy that I think is smart and is really, really cool. And I heard his song, compared it to how he went about it around mine. And I'm like,
give him kudos.
I give him kudos. Which is what's that his name again? What's that his name? I can't be forgetting his name. The guy with the patch eye. Ruga.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, why you like Ruga among all of them?
That's right. That's what
I like because when I heard that I'm ahead of them, I see what you, I'm a fucking brother.
That's
I'm going to collect. You just money, I'm ahead of the game. Watch me do my thing. Spitting more rhymes than an average jack. Come on, if he's like that, you know, I'm ahead of them. I'm a fucking baller. You know what I mean? Nobody, you know. I feel this guy is like.
But I will say that song was like derived from your own song.
He can say that,
no.
But I like it.
Okay, you like this song.
He can say where he derived it from, but he knows what I'm talking about.
Wow.
I like it.
Wow.
So
you like his melody, right?
I like the sound. I like his direction. I like his braggadocious nature.
Okay.
And that's how musicians do. You got to brag. So if you are in this game and you don't want to brag, or you don't have bragging rights or bragging skills, please find your way out.
So, but like you don't mention one of those boys. Maybe say in music, no get morals. Like for one of your podcasts.
Oh, I know those things are because of like how they use their tenses.
Okay.
My guy Alexis will be like, "Soccer MCs, what your tenses? My rhymes are secular, regular, like a girl's menses. Another MC tempts me, but couldn't phase me. You couldn't stand the rage of the storm, you fucking MC. As I shine like a beacon in the dark night. It didn't take long for you to see me hit the limelight." You know, so my friends, I've got friends that, you know, we've always been about being braggadocious. You know, so I like vibes like that. You know? So the question you asked again was
like you mentioned some of those guys who say their music no get morals.
Yeah. Morals. So your tenses is very important. So soccer MCs, what your tenses. If you want to say, you know, come here, wait till they worry you or something. I get something much. You know, you can't start to talk about somebody's dad.
But it wasn't directing that music to somebody. It just needs to entertain.
No, you don't entertain by saying, Benny, what do they worry you? I get money, I get something past your papa. No, that's you're saying it to your audience.
Yes. That's
so
you're talking to everybody.
To your audience. So if you're on stage now, you're singing and you're saying to your audience, you are how does that boomerang to you? How do you feel as putting those things to your fans who are showing you love? To me, it doesn't go well. And I'm going to disrespect.
I don't know the song you guys are talking
I'm going to disrespect parents. Like, to me, it's like adding parents. I just didn't find it funny. You know, I just didn't like it. Like, so I'll be like, Soccer MCs, what your tenses?
Okay.
What your tenses?
Okay.
Watch your tenses.
All right. Okay. I'm sure it's still gonna have another question, but normally, because
we'll see in 2 minutes' time.
Okay, because why I said that is because you said something now. I remember in the days of TV, you won't say shit, you say fuck. So now, but this is how we do it conventionally, way back.
Yeah.
Finally, Blackface. The generation has changed, times have changed. Now I can decide if I was, or my daughter, my 14-year-old daughter, can come up tomorrow and go on YouTube and start doing and she becomes a sensation that will be taken in Australia, US, America, and be swallowed. What advice do you have for those new generations that are listening now? I'm trying to put that question because that's the normal question we like to end the interview with, but I'm trying to bring it now to this next generation. The opportunity we had, that they have, is bigger than the one we had. Now, my daughter can do a song with my phone, just collect daddy's iPhone 14 Pro Max and and sing, and becomes a sensation, and we're like hearing Dr. Dre or Shady or someone big say, I want to sign this girl. What advice will you give to either be a girl, be a boy that is creative now? Because you have created a landmark, at least impact. You have impacted. When we're talking about this industry we're talking about today, you were legend. But you created a platform for so many. We probably will be having this podcast if you guys did not push. You guys as a whole did not push that. So that's why I'm saying that if we have a next generation that's going to determine, because this is about 25, the man was doing 20 years recently, and I was like, 20 years. Some of us are doing 25 because it came to my hands to see as when they were going to start. So there's some people are going to start today, and in the next 20 years,
they will have their own 20 years.
People will be. So, what advice will you give to those ones? Not the ones that have gone, not even Rugard, but these ones that are just going to start afresh now. What advice do you think as a father or grandfather?
I would say, number one, if you love the music, if you love making music, you have to search deep inside yourself to know if it is your calling or not. First thing, you have to ask yourself the question. Then, secondly, you have to be original. Try to be creative. Don't feel like because somebody is making one melody one way, so you have to do your melody that way. Be creative. And also, the industry is a game of will. It's a game of will. Just like they say hard work over talent. It's a game of will. You have to have the zeal to want to improve. You have to want the will to keep going. Sometimes it's like you don't even have food to eat, but you still know that there are some songs you need to finish. You still have to keep your head and keep to that music that is still in your mind. It's a will game, a mind game. You have to be strong. Because if you're not strong, small thing, you could disappear from the industry like Princess Lola did. You understand? Because she said that the industry was so tough, she couldn't cope, and she left and she went to America. And since then, she hasn't made any records since then. And there are several people that has also left Nigeria looking for greener pastures that have been in those pastures that they claim, and they still not made a record.
Sure.
But some of us are still in Nigeria, and we are making records.
Sure.
So it's all about what you want. Decide for yourself what you want. Be the best you can be. If you want to be the best you can be, you train yourself for that. Hang out with the right person. Try and be the right person at the right time. Stay humble. Don't think you are bigger than everybody. Because you can't be bigger than everybody. Because before you even came, people were there before you. People set the pace that you are me. I have people that I look up to, and they are my mentors. I look at them, I learn from them, see the way they perform, and I also study them. So you can't stop studying in this business. You have to keep studying. Study also the music business part, your publishing, your distribution contracts, the different things you have to do. Get yourself a lawyer first of all, and then first of all, trust me. Yes, before you start to go, as you're writing your music, get yourself your lawyer. Get somebody to, and then it's always good when family supports. Because if family doesn't support, they leave you by yourself. And then you'll be feeling more helpless.
Did you get support from your family, sir?
I did. Yes, they are blessings. Yes.
It is important.
They are
No?
blessings. Yes.
Okay. Finally, before we sing, because we will sing some of your song. You are not what I know how to sing.
No, he was singing.
I sing for choir. Which one?
Me.
I will follow and sing.
I released an album. How can you compare me? You don't sing reach me now.
Okay, now we'll go there.
Okay, now.
Finally,
Contest will come.
Yes,
we'll do
yeah.
grab your mic. Finally, like don't you like say you taught him how to write music. Now, after
Yeah, we work together. I showed him a little skills, some
how
skills.
to package
Some
himself.
Like he wants to be humble.
No, he's all good. He's all good. Like my body
If he
now,
said that,
so
it's okay.
it's all good. Yes,
It was true.
It's true, of course.
It was right. Thank you. Because I was like the whole thriller, the whole Blackface. So how two legends will teach each other how to
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's okay. Iron sharpen iron.
iron
Yes.
sharpen iron.
And Titula started when he started. It wasn't so. There are some people that are fast learners. When he started, he was just starting to learn. And that beginning that you see, his beginning there was his learning process. Now he's. I know his next record is going to be some smash. So you guys get ready because I know he has improved over the years.
Wow. All right. So now which one will sing? More will sing. Which one will sing for you?
Black is sing for us, please. No, don't go disappoint yourself. Black, please. Do
Okay,
any song of your choice.
You go sing one of them. Me, I go sing one. You go sing one. But we see who sing.
So where are we starting from? You guys start from here. No.
So that I don't have to sing the one that you guys know how to sing.
No. You can't start from you guys. So we start from you, then him, then I'll sing finally.
So you guys sing the last. I'll do the last.
May do the last.
You sing first.
Can I sing Plantation Boys?
I don't know any
That's
person, but you can
That's
sing.
I thought you wanted to do Blackie. If it's Plantation Boys, let me sing first.
Well, okay, after the
Let me
singer,
sing first. If it's Plantation Boys.
any lyrics say I know get way.
If it's Plantation Boy, I sing first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, start.
You start.
I remember that year. I'm not going to sing that one, but I'll just mention it. I remember that year because I was closer to Face Chibuzo that year than either him or this.
I love Face.
And before that, you and I came out. Before you guys released it, you had recorded it. Chibuzo played it for me in that parlor. They were moving from that part of Festa to another place.
Sing the song. What you can't do?
I'm not singing you and I. You and I. How can I sing you and I? I just saying the first of Plantation Boys.
Now
music competition now. My father used to tell me that dreams come true. Now I believe I can see. Baba, don't try. I don't sing. I don't
but
sing.
yeah, that one come up by that's come up by us. Nice, so you do.
Okay. Baby, don't you know that I really love you so? That I never let you go. That I love.
You don't the same thing with me.
I'm not confused.
No, you don't be sad.
So thanks for having me, but I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. If the mountain can't go to the man, the man gotta go to the mountain. The mountain can't go to the man, no. The man gotta go to the mountain. Keep your mind in your hustle. Get your people right. Life itself is a jungle. We're all trying to survive. Cause we barely gotta hit the road. Gotta get some money for my beats. Cause I live in over beans. When I work hard, man, I need the dough. You got to stack up cash for stormy weather. Cause you never know. I got to find a job. If not, how my children then go show up? This life, balance. Like really politicians, I just see for them, man, blast the So, got to find me some regular. If not Uber, drive down for pay me now. Hey, I know one talk to criminal. So bad intentions free me now. If the mountain can't go to the man, no. The man gotta go to the mountain.
I'm most all of us. Now, how do life we did for Niger?
Yo, Mountain Man, go check it out. It's out there featuring Rasmine.
Okay.
Nice one. I
Mountain
like the fact that you did a song that none of us feedback up.
Okay. Hard life, more sing hard life, all of us.
Well, I sing the hard life. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, it's I shouldn't start now.
One.
That's what they do. They chop my money go.
Alright.
Them take say when I go know.
Huh?
See them as them.
Pass the go.
Them siren for my country to go. Chaco go.
Yeah.
See us all I say we our roads bad.
Can we be
But
glad?
I'm gonna try when I do well for us.
I beg.
Gonna try.
Nice having you. I must say,
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
I hope we lived up to stand. I'm sure. I don't even need because we don't do the glass blues. People person when they house they sleep when he watch his podcast. Why did they mention my name? Man, it's been nice.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right,
You
ladies
guys
and
stay
gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this very episode. Man, for those of you who subscribe to our channel, once again, thank you very much. You can share this video and make sure you share and make it reach everybody. Facebook fans, Instagram, YouTube, we love you guys. Thank you very much, Blackface, for coming.
Thank you very much. Go follow me, Blackfacenaija on Instagram, Blackfacenaija on Facebook, Blackfacenaija on Twitter, Blackfacenaija on YouTube. Peace out.
All right. Get you any last word?
My owner, peace out.
View about show on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hoha! Talk am as e be.